Hey guys, this is Chandra, and I'm going to make the box today that the mini album goes inside of. So I want to explain a few things to you so that you can change the measurements based on the mini album that you're making. My mini album covers are 6.5 by 8.5, okay? So I want my box to be 1 inch larger all around. So I've cut the bottom of my box at 7.5 by 9.5. I wanted my sides to be 5 inches tall, so I cut these at 7.5 by 5 inches. So this is the bottom of the box. I'm going to show you how to make the top, which is going to be exactly the same way. It's just the measurements are different, okay? So again, make the bottom of the box, which is this part, 1 inch larger. Make the sides as deep as you want it. And obviously this is going to be as long as, the bottom. Now the tops of the box needs to be 1/4 of an inch larger than the bottom. So my tops are 9 3/4 by 7 3/4. So then I want the top of my box to only be 2 inches deep. Okay, so my lid is going to be 2 inches. So that's the measurements for that. So you need a piece, for your box. You need the actual bottom or the top of the box. You need the two sides on, and then the other two sides. So this is what you need to make your box. Like this. Then you're going to need strips that are binding strips. So these are not the binding strips. Okay. These are the binding strips. So you need, I made these 1.5 inches by the length of my box, and this is 1.5 inches by the width of my box here. Then you're going to need strips that attach to the side here. So however tall this part is right here is how you need the strips to be. So you need 4 of those to go around the corners. Okay, and it doesn't matter how wide, they just need to be that tall. So I use scraps to make these. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the tape backing, and you can slather this up with tape or not. It's really your preference on how much tape that you want. So I'm taking off the tape, and I'm going to line this folded edge up with the cut edge of the chipboard here. I'm going to put them all down, all these flaps. I'm just going to rotate this so I can see it better. Again, I'm lining the folded edge up to the cut edge. Okay, so that's all we're doing for that. Now, I have a piece of chipboard here that is just scrap, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I line this piece up here, but this is going to be sticking up and down like this. And I'm going to line it up, and then I'm going to press down. And that way my box will fold up nice and neat. Now I'm going to do the sides. Okay. Now this is where these little strips come in, and I am going to add a little bit more adhesive to these strips here, because this is kind of where some of the tension is going to be. And this piece was a scrap that was 1.5 inches, so these pieces here are just 1 inch, so that's enough. So I'm going to flip it over again, and I'm going to take off the tape backing on one side, and again I'm going to line the folded edge up to the cut edge here. And I'm going to do that on all 4 sides.
Okay, so you're done recording this.
No, I'm not. It's alright. I'll just
Well, I
edit it.
waited.
Well, I was showing them, telling them how to do something. Okay, so now I'm going to take off the tape backing. And I'm going to flip the box lid up. Make sure it's lined up. And then I'm just going to fold that over. I'm sorry if you can't see it. I don't know any other way to do it. So take the tape backing off. Flip this up. And then you want this chipboard to rest like on your table, not on top of this chipboard piece here. So you want to make sure that this is there. Line it up and just press it down. And that's how easy it is to make boxes. Let me get this last piece and line it up. There we go. Take it off. Make sure again that this is pressed down on the table and not on the chipboard. Line it up and fold that over. And that is your box, okay? So now I'm going to make little strips like this one here to cover the raw edge of the chipboard. And all I did was cut strips that are 1 inch by the length of this. And then I did miter the corners just a little bit there. So I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to take off the tape backing. You can do it one of two ways. This way, where you take this, because it's scored in half, right? You take that and you lay it on the edge of it. Okay. I'm going to press one side down here. The other side, I'm not going to press down yet. I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm just going to burnish it so that this cardstock is kind of getting the shape of the square here. And that's all you have to do. Now I'm going to do the sides. I'm going to do this side the same exact way that one is. So I'm going to press it down. Take my bone folder and I'm just running it against the top. And then I'm going to fold down. I'm starting in the middle and I'm sliding out. Now this is the second way that you can do it. Where's my long one? So I'm taking off the tape backing off of one side. I'm going to line this folded edge up with the cut edge here. Okay, see how that's just flapping around there? Now you can peel it off, and again you can burnish it to make it the size. Squeeze down in the middle, and then pull out your arm so that it does the sides. And I'll do this side that way again. Just going to take the folded edge, line it up against the cut edge. Take off the tape backing. Burnish it. Fold it down in the middle, and you can rotate it like that. Okay, so now this is like a finished edge now, and now all you have to do is cut your paper like 1/4 of an inch smaller than the measurement of the side and put it on, and you've got your box. So my box closes and it fits, and this is 5 inches, even though the spine of my album is only 2.5. So my album's, you know, is going to fit in here, but then there's going to be room for memorabilia in there as well. And that's all there is to making a box. It's very simple. You can even use cereal boxes. I would glue cut out the cereal boxes to the size that you need, glue 2 of them together so that it's thicker, and make your box. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.